myself.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
You go, set, 18 Gator, look, squeeze.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. From the 30 on second down, McCown. Open man is Robbie Anderson. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ready. 56. Shay, high 7. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Sit up. Let's go.
And a play fake. McCown. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Hankins. Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing now is McCown. A screen to Bell. Got some room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, orbit. 50.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Shotgun here for McCown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Ready? 125.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Raiders nothing.
And that'll set him back 5.
Ready? Black 25 behind.
Check 53 is mine. Here we go, G.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Through an opening, and there he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the second down throw on target. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Play action now. Winston. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey.
Go. Get it.
Now McCown. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. Overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago.
Hey! Big stop, let's go! 56.
Ready?
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Jalen Richard. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
It's second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
You must be dreaming.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. It's just me, Donnie. It's just me and you. Let's go.
From the 16, Winston. This is caught by Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, Winston under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Brandon Copeland gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. From the gun, Winston. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jordan Willis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready! Blue ready! 53 is the mic. I got it. Flip. 53 is the mic. 53, check.
Third and long for Winston. He's airing it out for Williams. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
56. 3-bud, 3.
Team spill.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. McCown. Caught here by Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Daryl Worley up to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
They fake the give. Now McCown. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Ready? 56. Mike, 56. Check, 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 check. 30.
Hard. Big grip.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Hey.
56. Mike 50.
Now they'll throw with McCown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 13. He's checking. Even.
Out of his end zone, Winston. The open man here, Renfro. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
On the double. Mike 57. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
Now it's the backup Kaiser. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Play fake. Kaiser. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Door. Slam the ball.
Slam.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. Greystone, travel. Go. Hey, Haywood. Don't be scared of it. Back. Go. Right. 5.
Back to Cannon again on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Get him, boy.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. 80 weapon.
Let's go.
Hey, Charlie. Come. Get it.
On 2nd and 9. McCown on the catch. It's Crowder. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Get ready. 56. Mike, 56. Right.
Go.
56.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Working from the gun. McCown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might have...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Now Kaiser. He's got Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Looking downfield for Kelsey. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On first down, Jacobs. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Jets' 7-yard line.
Where'd he go? He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Bring out. Bring out.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Kaiser. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Let's go, D. Mike, 53.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw is Kaiser. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's McCown. And he's got a moonwalk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Alpha. Fair.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yes. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet, shoot!
McCown going to throw it here. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
40-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper.
I'm here all day.
Go.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, lock it.
Go.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Got it.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all.
Ready?
Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Five.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
Brings up 3rd down.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.